Psalm 22, the prophecy of the cross and God's ultimate victory. Psalm 22 is one of the most prophetic and profound passages in Scripture. Written by David nearly 1,000 years before Christ, this psalm not only describes deep suffering but also foreshadows the crucifixion of Jesus in astonishing detail. Today, we'll break down Psalm 22 and uncover its powerful message of redemption and victory. Let's begin with the opening verse, my God, why have you forsaken me?" These are the very words Jesus cried out on the cross in Matthew 27, verse 46. In this moment, he was bearing the weight of the world's sin. This psalm gives us a glimpse into the depth of his suffering and the fulfillment of prophecy. Verses 7-8 say, "All who see me mock me. They hurl insults, shaking their heads. He trusts in the Lord, they say. Let the Lord rescue him." This was exactly what happened at the crucifixion. The religious leaders and bystanders mocked Jesus, fulfilling this prophecy. And here's one of the most incredible verses, Psalm 22:16. "They pierce my hands and my feet." Crucifixion hadn't even been invented when David wrote this. Yet this verse describes it in chilling detail. It's a clear foreshadowing of Christ's death. And in verse 18, "They divide my clothes among them and cast lots for my garment." The Gospels confirm that the Roman soldiers did exactly this at the foot of the cross, John 19:23-24. These details show us that Jesus' suffering was not random. It was part of God's divine plan of salvation. But Psalm 22 doesn't end in despair. It ends in victory. Verses 24-26 declare that God has not abandoned the suffering one, and all nations will one day worship him. Verse 27 says, "All the ends of the earth will remember and turn to the Lord, and all the families of the nations will bow down before him." Jesus' suffering led to salvation for the world. What began as a cry of abandonment ends in the triumph of God's kingdom. So, what can we learn from Psalm 22? Jesus' suffering was prophesied long before his crucifixion. Even in our deepest pain, God has not abandoned us. Christ's death and resurrection bring ultimate victory. Psalm 22 reminds us that suffering is never the end of the story. God always has a greater plan. How has Psalm 22 strengthened your faith? Let us know in the comments. And if this video encouraged you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Bible insights. See you in the next one.